right, ladies, gentlemen, and that wonderful rainbow in between. We are back for Gekishin Squadra Season 4, or rather discussing it. So, my last video, pretty negative overall, and my main complaint was the roster. We only got Super Saiyans. And while we did still get 2, I should have, gotten to the part where they, showed all 3 of them. Here, it should be... I just want... It's God Goku, God Vegeta, and Kid Buu, right? And Kid Buu being there is what, really saves this for me. Do they have, I just want... Yeah, here we go. So this is the roster for Season 4. I'm sorry, I think I said Season 3 for Season 4. Not bad. Only because Kid Buu is there, right? Don't get me wrong, I like the Saiyan characters. I like God Goku, I like Vegeta, or God Vegeta, whatever. Especially, the God forms have a lot of fucking sauce to them. And in the animations, oh my god, fucking, chef's kiss, dude. Goku, he's got that shit on. Kid Buu's also sick. Now, something interesting here, and this is honestly one of the only negative things that I'm going to say in this video, is that it does seem like they're keeping the trend of, all Gokus are DPS, all Vegetas are tank, and all Buus are technical. So with this, we can assume all Gohans are going to be technical, because we're 2 for 2 on that. All Friezas are going to be technical. I would say all Cells are going to be tank, but, what other Cell are we going to get? I guess, Start a Battle, Super Perfect, just things like that, all Go tanks will be technical, etc., etc. You get the point. I don't like that. I think that they need to, diversify it a little bit, because I feel like that kind of kills a bit of the hype for, future characters, because now it's oh, man, UI Goku could make a really good technical, because he's, dodging and weaving shit. No, he's going to be DPS. Fuck you. Oh, Blue Evolution Vegeta could be a big damage dealer. No, he's going to be tank. Fuck you. And I think that's kind of, I feel like they're restricting themselves. I feel like you are very much just limiting almost creativity with these characters. But that's not so much, against these guys. Someone was bitching about... I would say bitching, it's kind of a valid complaint. Buu. Kid Buu being a technical. And the thing that a lot of people gotta realize is that technical is not one-for-one, support. I guess the best comparison I could make is, a support character in Dokkan. That's a shitty comparison. I'm not gonna make that. But, Kid Gohan, for example, has direct buffs he is giving to allies. Buu, not Kid Buu, Fat Buu, is directly healing allies. Krillin is kind of supporting with, the Solar Flare and yada, but even then, he is not directly supporting them. And I feel like that's kind of the thing you gotta keep in mind, is technical is named technical for a reason. If they wanted it to be strictly support, it would be named support, right? And I feel like that is worth mentioning. Because when you think about it, more technicals in the game than not are more, focused on just kind of disrupt, kind of just fucking with the enemy, is the way I would describe disrupt. You're just kind of interrupting, or I think I just called it support. I'm so sorry. Technical is you're basically just interrupting them. You're not letting them play how they want to play. Now, I think some went a little too far with this, on, but, whatever. So, that's what we're looking at. We can kind of rewind here. I just wanted to get, this screenshot, which I should just pull this up separately, honestly. Let's go ahead, pull up the cinema. I'm not going to bother playing the... Actually, no, I will. I will, and I'm sorry, there's, no, plan or script here or anything like that. But there's something very interesting about this cinematic. So, you have Goku and Vegeta, yada yada. There, right there. I want to... Here, if I... How do I just play back speed? Here we go. Let's make that 0.25. It's going to be awful to watch, I'm sorry. Just give it a moment. Give it a moment. Oh, God. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. I've only got so many moments in me. It's right about... Here? No. God damn it, stop it. There. Now, I know that's just, the lighting on Goku's face. It's shining on him. That looks like rosé. And that's not unintentional, right? That's very much there for a reason. We can revert that back. So I do think that that could very well just be a hint for, because he's not coming out this season. I was kind of thinking maybe for half anniversary they do a fake out at the end and be like, oh, actually, here's Goku Black as well. They did not do that, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Like, I'm fine with that. I do think that is hinting at Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black coming very soon, though. I really thought he would be like a season 1 or 2 character. I'm honestly, like, surprised we haven't gotten him yet. Especially because, like, we had Zamasu. Like, if you look at... I'm all over the place, and I'm sorry. But I did have the thought, like, the brain power to bring this up beforehand. If you kind of look at this with, like, the... I guess the thought process of, like, duos. Like, team-ups. Obviously, you have your Gokus, your Vegetas, your Trunks, your Piccolo. But, like, Piccolo and Kid Gohan... I know, like, they're from different eras. Like, this Piccolo does, like, the Light Grenade and Hellzone Grenade. So he's very clearly, like, Cell Saga onward. Technically, like, just modern, because he goes, like, in the 7th universe, I pass for resourceful. He would never fucking say that, but regardless. Like, Krillin and 18 are made to be a combo. You have Kale and Caulifla, 17 and 18. I mean, the Gammas are just, like, one character. But, like, you know what I mean? They've made sure to, like, kind of keep a character... Like, if they fought alongside someone, they released with that character, if that makes sense. Because you look at, like, the characters afterwards. I mean, I guess, like, God of Destruction Topo is kind of... Actually, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is an exception to that. Because he doesn't have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but whatever. You get my point. It feels weird having Zamasu and not Goku Black 4 seasons in. But that's neither here nor there. Just something I wanted to point out is it does look like they are, like... They're planning on releasing him soon. Like, Season 5 anniversary, something like that. I don't know. I actually don't... No, Season 5 wouldn't be anniversary. But we can kind of look through here, kind of dissect this a bit. So this, I mean, I look at this and I'm brain rotted. I immediately think of, like, the standing medium from Fighters. So he, like, wraps his leg around him and pulls in. This is just cinematic. So it looks like this is a finisher cutscene I assume he's going to have in game, which is cool. And then he has this. So I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I mean, I see he's being applied with the movement speed down. He's taking damage. So that almost looks kind of similar to Broly's stomps. In a way. Like, it's just a large area of effect. And it really looks like Kid Buu, like, kind of the cycle with him is going to be pull him in with that first skill and then just AoE him down. I assume this is the ult. Absolutely ult. You don't see it? That's an ult. And then God Vegeta has this, like, vortex thing. Very powerful zone control. It really looks like it would just be, again, just on paper. Also, like, my god, just the cinema. Like, bro, come on. Like, that's clean. But, in either case, I'm getting way off topic. Now, I need to backtrack. I'm sorry. I'm just, like, that cinematic is so fucking good, man. Like, that cutscene, like, that's a dual finisher cutscene he's gonna have. But, so yeah, this Vortex very much reminds me of Bardock's skill 2. That's not good. I don't want another Bardock skill 2. That's an annoying ass move to deal with. We got a finisher. Got like a duo finish, which is cool. And then Goku has this. I don't know if that's his ult. I don't think so. No, it's definitely just a super. But, so they describe Goku as like a ranged fighter. Which is interesting, because we have not had a ranged DPS in a minute. So, but that, well, no, that's a lie. We just had Kefla. Lol, sorry. But we've got some new emotes, but yeah, so God Goku seems interesting. I mean, we don't have details for any of them yet, but we know that God Goku is the first character being added. So, we will see his details soon. I think in a few days. We've also got, we can look at the outfits and the, I mean, that's just emotes. The outfits, pretty self-explanatory here. Well, no, I shouldn't say that, because, like, the God Goku one, that's exactly what you'd expect. Frieza finally has, like, a premium costume, and it does look sick. I like the white and the gold, like, it's very lavish. Kefla also finally gets one, looks really nice. These two, I would take Broly having that armor as them saying, you're not getting Turles. Like, just straight up. And that's actually really unfortunate, because I think Turles would be a very cool character for the game. But that's just, you know, that's what that looks like to me. And I mean, Tapion was already in the game as a helper, but Trunks in his outfit, like, that is sick. I love that shit. Like, this right here is, like, one of Squadra's biggest strengths by far. Is just doing wacky shit with the costumes. Like, they gave us a taste of that when they gave Caulifla Fasha's outfit. Because, like, there's a difference between, like, you know, just doing big pulls from, like, existing costumes. Like, you know, Goku's Tornamic fit. or like the Post Boy Piccolo outfit, which we still don't have in the fucking game, by the way, but whatever. Or like Badman Vegeta, like, yeah, those were only worn in like filler, like one little scene or whatever, but that's still like, that's something they wore. This, like, just be like, yeah, let's just throw a different character's costume on them. I love that shit. I think that's cool. It is, like, I would compare it to, like, the assist trophy effect in Smash. I know, like, fucking way out there. Where, like, oh, you see as a character an assist trophy? Fuck, so they're not going to be playable. Like, that's kind of the same vibe as, like, when they showed that, like, Shadow and Waluigi were assist trophies back in, like, fucking 2017 or something. Or, like, 2016. Is like, yeah, we're not getting Turles. Tapion, we already knew. He was a helper. So, I guess that means that when we get, like, Tien, finally, he could get Tao Pai Pai's clothes. But, you know, cool stuff there. We can kind of forward through, because there is a lot to go over, and I'm, like, kind of bumming around here. So, yeah, God Goku, they do let you see a little bit. So, that's his ult. He's got the rush, which he does the Ki Blast, like, the range, that's cool. He has, like, those, like, I don't know what those are meant to be referencing, if anything. The most I could think of is, like, he has a move similar in Fighters, and I feel like I should recognize it, and I don't, and I'm outing myself as, like, a bum. But he has this gauge that charges up, and now, like, his moves are powered up. He has the finger guns, and then this is the ult right here. Like, a big Kamehameha. But the fact that he warps into the air makes me think that he's invincible when doing that. And then he has, like, that dragon thing from Battle of Gods. So that's another thing that I really like about this God Goku, is he's, like, I would call him, like, composite. Where, like, he's got some shit from Tournament of Power, he's got some shit from Battle of Gods, and he's got some shit from from DBS Broly. I think that's sick. I love that kind of shit. God Vegeta, I mean, you can really only pull from one, like, thing for him until, like, the DBS remake comes around, and maybe they distribute God Vegeta, like, a little earlier, like, throw him in the Goku Black Saga or something, which I would not be opposed to, but whatever. So this, just kind of, like, missions for capsules, whatever, that we can all work on, like, a collective thing. That's cool, you know. Nothing really worth noting. Login bonus, you get Broly for free, and then Vegito for free. And cool stuff, you see you have Shin as a helper, have some Zennies, some gold capsules. Definitely want that that Gotenks emote, or that stamp. I do not have the emote that it's based off of. So we're praying to get that eventually, and that they actually fucking buff Gotenks and, like, oh my gosh, excuse me, make him playable again. So yeah, Broly and Vegeta will be free. So if you're a free-to-play player, definitely cool. This costume, dude. Now, they did this for the past few seasons. There was a costume for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I think it was, and for Super Vegeta, where they just gave, like, a costume you can get. This one is mogging the fuck out of them. Look, that is... Dude, that is clean. Like, that looks better than, like, the paid one, with, like, the torn gi. And, like, it's just a color swap, but, like, dude, that looks so fucking good. Like, that matches so, like... I'm so excited to use that skin. Like, to wear that, that is clean. I'm sorry, like, I'm genuinely gushing over a fucking skin, dude. But, like, look at it! Like, the yellow and the orange fading into the red, or, like, the sparkles and shit. Like, fuck yeah, dude. They also have, like, customizable loading screens coming finally. Some hit effects, frame, stamp, like, you know, yada yada, usual stuff. And kind of forward through here. So, this is interesting. We are getting a bundle for God Goku, and presumably, maybe, we will also get one for God Vegeta and Kid Buu when they drop. I hope so. But it comes with the character, his paid skin, and some emotes and a banner icon. Now, the emotes I wouldn't get, like, super excited about. I assume it's just going to be, like, the rare ones, the blue ones. The ones that you're going to pull a million times anyways. But it's still cool if you're someone who, like, cares about emotes. It might be worth just, like, you know, if, like, God Goku is your favorite character, go ahead and grab it, bro. Like, why not, you know? Get the banner icon, yada yada, and then Premium Hero Bundle set. I guess they might have the same, but, like, a little, like, character-specific emotes. Like, they've been doing that for new releases, where you can get, like, a summon that's guaranteed to give you an emote for them. I've never gotten anything good off of those that I can recall. I've only got, like, rares and shit, but, hey. You're not me, you know. You could get something better off of that. But we'll see what that looks like. The Divine Draws. the Divine Draws. This one looks interesting, actually. Squeaky Hammer Wall. So you destroy a wall, you get this hammer, and it changes your rush attack. And if you've played Z-Sword Delivery at all, which that's staying in Season 4, I am so happy about that. But I'm not, like, unmuting or whatever, but you can use it to attack the God of Destruction and, like, fight back. You know, like, it does a little shockwave, yada yada. So that's really cool. Not too much to be said. I mean, the damage that it does is also going to depend, but just being able to, like, directly damage the god without having to use, like, bursts and, like, consume your skills, that's really cool, right? I think this could be, like, an interesting one, for sure. And then this one fucking sucks. I'm just going to tell you right now, this one sucks. So this light is just on stage, and when it catches someone, the ball drops, and if it hits, it does 50% of your max HP. It does not scare, or, like, you know, you will not tank it better if you're a tank, yada yada. Like, it just, and, like, you can't react to it. Like, you see Gotenks here, he has plenty of time, so he vanishes, whatever. I think this one sucks. This one is going to be super unfun to play. And super cooldown reduction skill too. I think this one also sucks. I'm going to be honest. I think this one is also going to be really obnoxious. Because, like, look at that. Like, that is a big reduction. And that, I mean, granted, that is a skill that already doesn't have a long cooldown. These are the ones going Cloud Cover and Enemy Bomb don't do anything. So that's fine. And then Vanishing Step, that's, like, definitely a nerf to Kefla. New Helpers. Goten is just a skin for the farmer. But he throws rocks. Cool. Whatever. And then Outer Kai applies a cooldown buff. So, if you're noticing, there's a lot of stuff centralizing around cooldowns here. So, I fully expect at least one, if not just straight up all three of the new characters, to abuse the cooldown reduction. Because, I mean, if you think about last season, we got Super Vanishing Step, and then the last character of the season was Kefla, who, like, abuses it. So, that's kind of what I expect there. Sub-rule changes. We are getting Veggie Battle and Sword Delivery. Most people don't care about these, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time with them. I did play Sword Delivery, like D and them. That was super fun. And all they did with this is make it so, like, the alt version of the swing applies movement speed down. And, like, that's fine, because the game mode did not need... Oh, here's a code in case you don't have it. But that game mode did not need a lot of adjustments. And so that's pretty much it in terms of, like, what they show, right? Let me not... Yeah, that's it for what they show. I'm not mad. You know, in the rant video, I was very vocal about the fact that we need less Saiyans and more, like, not even, like, so much less Saiyans. I mean, I guess by proxy, yeah. But rather, like, there are other characters that need representation. Like, just going off the dome. Jiren, Buhan, Super Janemba, Piccolo, specifically like Orange Piccolo or something, Yamcha, Tien, Golden Frieza, Slug. I mean, Slug, you're not seeing Slug in this game. If we're not getting Turles, dog, Piccolo's getting a Slug cosmetic at best. I'm sorry, that is what it is. Like, I feel like Turles being deconfirmed almost, like, deconfirms a lot of other potential characters. Because, like, Slug and Turles are cut from the same cloth, except Turles brings in money because he's evil Goku. So, like, if they basically just went, yeah, you're not getting Turles, you're not fucking getting Slug, dude. But, yeah, I've been very upfront and vocal, and I still hold on to it. Like, them doing the right thing this season of a 2-to-1 ratio, because that's what I've been saying a lot. I'm sure I fucking said it in my rant video. Season 1 did it perfectly. You have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you have Super Saiyan Gotenks, and you have God of Destruction Toppo. There you go. Now, obviously, considering the fact that they did not do another non-Saiyan since Toppo until now, Toppo did not perform that well. But I will push back on that with a few points. One, every single character I just listed, I guess with the argument of Slug, Toppo is less hype than. Like, I like Toppo, but he's not like that, right? And two, Toppo fucking sucked on release. He was garbage. Like, I don't know if you guys remember the video I did. I made a short about it. Toppo was ass. Genuine dog shit when he came out. So, obviously, a lot of people just weren't gonna buy him, right? That just plain and simple. Kid Buu, I don't think he's just looking at what he was doing there with the ability to pull you in and the big AoE, and I guarantee you his ult is going to be a big fucking ball AoE like the Spirit Bomb. I don't think Kid Buu's going to have that same problem. Kid Buu's going to be a very strong character. And I think that's perfectly fine. Hopefully, now, seeing the characters and seeing that we did make an improvement in that by adding someone who sorely needed representation in Kid Buu. Because Fat Buu being the only, like, Majin Buu character in the game, criminal. Like, genuinely unacceptable. But, hopefully, the strength of the new characters, the balance, is also healthy for the game. Which, oh shit, they did also say, oh, I don't know where it is. Oh, I'm a bad YouTuber. This is part of it. It might be here, actually. I'm so fucking goated, actually. We'll also be implementing more extensive hero balance adjustments. Hopefully, that means that they will be on the ball when it comes to balance changes, nerfs, buffs, yada yada. We did just, right before this, have the Squadra Blast tournament, in which Bardock and Kefla were on damn near every single team. So who do you think the best characters in the game are right now? Bardock and Kefla. Who do you think needs nerfed right now? Bardock and Kefla. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. So hopefully, that's like the direction they're taking, which, granted, I don't want them to only go off of those tournament results. At least not like overall. For the very simple fact that it's C5 and above. So basically, if you play the game, you can enter, right? So, but this gives me a lot of hope. That hopefully it means they're going to take things a little more seriously, instead of letting just fucking monsters like Ultimate Gohan, whose shit-ass grin is sitting right there, and Bardock run shit for so long. Like, I want to see, okay, characters too strong, a week later, 2 weeks later, let's roll out a balance patch, give them a slap on the wrists, see how that affects their performance, if it's enough to, like, they don't need to be like shit. Like, I think release Gotenks was perfect. Where he's a very strong character, he's a very viable and a very capable character, but he's not overbearing. And I just think they've missed the mark since then. Because, like, if we look, I would argue that so many of these, like, here we have these three at the top. I think all of them need nerfed. Vegito definitely less than the other two, but I still think Vegito needs nerfed. He needs, like, some adjustments, yada yada. Bardock and Kefla, I already talked about them. Yeah, they need, like, gutted bad. I mean, not gutted literally, but, like, something needs to be done about those two. But then we're like, Broly. I would argue he's closer to, like, release Gotenks than, like, the others. Where, like, he's healthy. He's fine. Like, I would be fine with, like, a little slap on the wrist. Maybe make him slightly less tanky. Maybe tone down his damage slightly. Like, just something to keep him more in line. That's fine. Ultimate Gohan needs to be shot dead. I hate this character. I will always hate this character. He could be bottom one, genuine, unviable garbage, and I would still grimace every time I see him on the enemy team. Or even my team. I hate this character. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Another situation where, like, he's not the best tank in the game right now, but I don't think that's because of his own health. I simply think that's just because Bardock, like, outclasses him. Right? Like, I would call Vegeta... He's definitely closer to, like, Broly, and I keep using the example of, like, Season 1 Gotenks, but like, those two, then he is, like, Bardock and Kefla. But again, I do still think he needs, like, a slap on the wrist. Just something small. Just a very small slap on the wrist. And the easiest one, reduce the stun time on kick. I don't think that needs to exist. So, with that, actually, I forgot to pull it up, so give me a moment to pause recording, and I will pull it up. Alright, sorry about that. So, had a tweet here that I posted earlier, because I was pretty vocal pretty much all day. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw some of this shit. Where... oh, excuse me. Where I was saying, like, we need less Saiyans. Oh my god, excuse me. Because quite simply, it's getting tiring. It's too much, like... Super Saiyan burnout, I would call it, is like a very real thing. And I think Squadra and its player base are starting to, like, definitely feel it. I just asked, what do you guys think of the post-launcher roster? What characters do you want to see added? So, I mean, obviously I did read the, like, you can see I liked them all. But, Had the right idea with Season 1 and threw that away as they kept only doing Saiyans. Our only Frieza in the game after multiple seasons is First Form Frieza. What are they doing? I'd love to see Rose, Super Baby 2, DKB, Buhan, Bootanks, Yamcha, Tien, Jiren, and Omega. Yeah, right. Like this, like I should have retweeted this because it's like exactly word for word, bar for bar what I think. It's crazy. They don't even list Kid Buu here. And that's the one we got. I think that's really funny. No, I didn't want to pull that up. No, thank you, Tutor. Not gonna lie, fuck with it. I think it could be more diverse, but they're gonna spam Saiyans because it sells more and gets more players. True. Plus, we get characters we do usually see, like Kefla, Bardock, fucking Topo. We need more villains. I like Vegito. I don't know if I would call... Could you put Bardock in that category? Because, like, it feels weird to say that, right? But, like, I'm gonna compare it to, like, Dokkan and Legends. The last Bardock Legends got was, like, what, 2022? Yeah, 2022 with the yellow LF. Meanwhile, Dokkan's last summonable Bardock, because there's a free-to-play, was, I think, also he was 2021. So, yeah, I guess the games don't really bother with Bardock all that much. Like, he is kind of more of a niche character right now. And Kefla for sure. And Topo, yeah, like... Topo shouldn't even be in the same sentence as those guys. Like, they dropped Topo for Season 1. I was like, whoa, like, okay, cool. So we're gonna, like, keep this pattern of, like, sprinkling in, like, some random shit. They didn't do that. We need more villains. Yeah. I mean, the spoilers, you're gonna see that a lot in these replies and in the tweets I have up here. And then I like Vegeta. Good for you, man. There's this guy named Jiren I want in the end, and I assume in the game. And quite frankly, I like the post-launch roster, the way they play at least, but the Super Saiyan bargain sale is actually a little infuriating. Also, Gohan is Hitler. I am so fucking pissed. When I made that rant video, not once did I think of the term Super Saiyan bargain sale. Because, like, Vegeta says that shit in the Buu Saga. And that's fucking perfect. That is, like, exactly how to describe it. Like, dude, if I remembered that, I would have made, like, the thumbnail. Like, Vegeta saying that shit. Like, pull up that exact fucking scene and just, that's the thumbnail. Oh, man. If they didn't do Kid Buu and it was, like, I don't know, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that would be the thumbnail. That would be the title, that, gold. Genuine gold. On Your Life, Captain Ginyu coming soon. Well, GG's. See y'all later. They should add Spamton. In all seriousness, the roster needs more variety. The last 2 seasons being purely Saiyans has made the game feel very bland. Some characters I like to see are Golden Frieza, DKB, and Beerus. Then we can get back to a big boy like MUI Blue Gogeta. So yeah, Golden Frieza, DKB. Beerus, I would not be opposed to, especially like Dragon Ball Super Beerus coming out later this year. The only thing is with like the God of Destruction Towers being a thing, I don't know if that would work. Although I guess to be fair, it would really just be as simple as like swapping out Beerus for another god. Like, I don't know if Beerus is there, then fucking, I don't know, the little, like, fuzzy one takes his place. Like, you could easily work something around with that, right? I don't think that's really that big of a deal. So, yeah, Beerus would be sick. I would love Beerus. I honestly quite dislike the current roster, just due to the fact we keep getting Saiyans and Buu Saga every damn season, and we did get more Buu Saga. Our villain is Kid Buu. Leaving no room for villains like DKP, Frieza, and Omega, yep. But I do like the additions of GT and Super characters as Vegeta 4 and Hit were a nice surprise. I mean, I feel like it was very obvious we were going to get all of that. Like, none of the games that we get exclude them. I guess with the exception of, like, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot didn't do GT and shit. But that's because Kakarot is supposed to be, like, the game to experience Dragon Ball's story, I guess. If you don't want to sit down and watch Dragon Ball Z, go buy Kakarot. Is, like, what they're kind of going for there. But yeah, like, here you see DKP, Frieza, and Omega. I mean, that's just more villains. Frieza, DKP, Omega. Like, yeah, Golden Frieza, DKP, Omega. I need Jiren include for me to reconsider the game, because right now I don't like the roster at all. Oh, there's replies to some of these. Oh, I did see that, okay. Reply to this one. I also do hope they eventually let bosses become playable, like Nappa and 60. Yeah, absolutely. That would be awesome. The post-launch roster has been fine, but it's the pre-launch characters who really carry it for me. So Pui Pui is a big, I mean, obviously, Pui Pui is a big Buu Saga fan. Like, right now, Dokkan is getting tagged Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Majin Vegeta Banner Unit Pui Pui coming off of Dokkan Fest Dabra. This motherfucker is like, this is the best week of his life. Like, shout out Pui Pui, bro. Pretty much every drop since the game is released has been some form of Saiyan. We've also gotten too much Majin Saga rep, even for me who loves Majin Saga, just hoping for, like, something from the Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, and even take a new Android Cell Saga character at this point, as long as it's not another Saiyan. I don't know. See, the thing is, though, like, Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, Android Cell Saga. I mean, Namek you could do, like, Final Form Frieza, but frankly, when we get Final Form Frieza, because it's a when, not an if, I think it's going to be Final in a Golden. I just think that makes a lot more sense. It could be Final in a full power, and then Golden is standalone. I wouldn't be mad about that, by any means. Like, full power Frieza has kind of just been, like, I don't want to say forgotten, because, like, he does still get, like, respect from the games. But it's almost, like, kind of a one-off, right? I don't know. Kind of odd to describe it, but, yeah. I think that would be sick. Saiyan Saga, they could do, I mean, again, as long as it's not another Saiyan. So then who? Because, like, I guess, like, Tien or Yamcha or, I mean, Chaozu's gonna be a helper, if anything. But, like, they could represent that arc with, like, a move they do. But, like, they're not gonna be from that arc, if that makes sense. And Android Cell Saga, I mean, we kind of already have 17, 18. Now, 16, yeah, 16 would be cool. Semi-Perfect Cell is not playable, but even for me, who's like, we need more villains, yada yada. You throw Semi-Perfect Cell on my screen right now, and I'm bored. I'm yawning like I'm going to sleep, bro. So let's be a little careful with that. But, I mean, a Super Perfect Cell, I think that would be cool. Now, I want to say a Super Perfect Cell who can, like, spit out Cell Juniors, even though it's Perfect Cell who does that, not Super Perfect. But, like, Cell Juniors are already enemies, so I don't know how that would all work. But Raditz, I mean, I know he is another Saiyan, but, like, he's only there by, like, title, right? Because, like, the average Dragon Ball fan is not like, dude, I need Raditz in this shit. Like, I like Raditz, but, like, I don't like him. I'm not, like, a Raditz super fan. Like, he doesn't make, like, my top 10 or top 15 or top 20. Anything like that, right? Like, I like Raditz, but that's where it ends. But I would not count him, like, the whole, oh, we need less Saiyans. I genuinely would not count, like, Raditz or Nappa in that, because they don't even, like, register as, like, the Super Saiyan-esque archetype. And it's kind of the same as, like, Ultimate Gohan. Oh, we need Super Saiyan. He's one of them, bro. He's invited to the cookout. Crazy how this is how I found out you make videos. Oh, yeah, shout out to this guy. I have a lot to say about the game balance, but that's for another day. We need more villains. I don't mind 20 Gokus as long as a quarter minimum of the roster are villains. A quarter of the roster is not villains. Yeah. So let's do a tally here. Let's also count the 3 that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and now at the new release, 34. Let's count how many of those are villains. 1. I'm not counting his... He has good in the fucking name. I'm not counting him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7! Someone just clicked off the video. I'm so sorry. 8. Now 9. That's it. Like, Hit is not a villain. He's an antagonist. You know, this is just straight up Dragon Ball Super, like, 17, 18. They don't count. Like, what do you want me to count? Piccolo? No. Like, it's not enough, frankly. Like, next season, I'm so dead ass. Next season just needs to be, like, Janemba, Janemba, DKP, Omega. Like, just fill the villain roster up. Because, like, Broly is a villain, but he's also a Super Saiyan. Like, they cheated with that shit. You know they cheated with that shit. But I would say all they've got to do is add more characters from OG Dragon Ball and GT, and I have no problems with the roster. More villains like Bojack getting in the base roster was enough of a shock to me, so if they release somebody like Turles or Slug, even more points to them. This did not age well. Poor Turles, man. Poor Turles. And then, yeah, I said it's perfect season, something like Google Black Mini Diamond Genius. Like, and I stand by that. Now, maybe Slug was, like, not the best example. Like, you can make that, like, Sin Shenron or something. Because, realistically, like, I wouldn't even really give a shit about Slug, honestly. But, like, the 2-to-1 ratio. I've been saying it all day on, like, Twitter. 2-to-1 ratio. It's what they did here. 2-to-1 ratio. God Goku, God Vegeta, Kid Buu. Bam, done. Because, like, it's not like you're dropping a villain. It's like, yeah, people aren't going to care about this, but let's drop it anyways. Like, there are shooters for these characters. Like, Kid Buu is the final boss of Dragon Ball Z. Like, a lot of people who grew up, like... I'm sorry, let me rephrase. A lot of people who play the game grew up with Kid Buu being, like, the pinnacle, the peak. Now, granted, like, he kind of also shares that spot with, like, Omega, but canon, blah, 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 whatever. Like, Kid Buu has always had, like, a presence in, like, the games and, like, the show and yada yada. Like, put respect on Kid Buu's fucking name, is what I'm saying. And I want to see Ao's, yeah. Yeah, man. Sure. I bet half of you don't even know who Ao's fucking is, bro. But, yeah. So, and I had these tweets bookmarked and just ready to go because I wanted to talk about this. We'll be honest, if Geki Half Annie is entirely DBS, bro. So, yeah, I didn't talk about this on the channel because, quite frankly, I didn't want to. I wanted to see how it all panned out. But we found out that God Goku and God Vegeta were part of, like, the graphic, right? So, a big theory was that the third character was going to be Raph Broly. If Gekishin Half Anniversary is entirely DBS Broly, I will be a tad bit disappointed considering every other season has had characters from all over the series. And then you look, another full set of 3 Saiyans would be kind of lame as well, considering out of 9 post-launch characters, we only have Toppo as a non-Saiyan. Exact point I made. Next upcoming one was the Saiyan for sure, but that after that dropped something like Dynamic, keep things a bit different. And then, I think there was more here. Yeah, too many Saiyan characters are being released in this game. Out of 31 characters playable in this game, almost half are Saiyans or variants of the same Saiyan characters, and now they're dropping more Saiyans. At the most, we should have received Goku Black and 2 other non-Saiyans. New character, blah, blah, blah. We shouldn't get another... I'm just looking real quick. Yeah, 10 Saiyans in a row. Like, it's just... Like, it's not just a me thing, is basically, like, my point here. So, by the way, it's going to be God Goku Vegeta, so that means more Saiyans again. Now, this was an idea going around, like a duo God Goku Vegeta tag like the Gammas. That would have been sick. I would have loved that. Now, I don't mind that they're separate, because that just kind of gives them both, like, trying to cram all their animations into, like, one duo character could have definitely been tough. So, giving them separate room to breathe, 100%. I agree 100% they gotta get more diversity instead of only Saiyans. They should only be dropping 1 Saiyan per season, and the fact that they are going this hard shows me that they do not have any confidence in other characters. So Slow, that's kind of interesting, like, which, I mean, you can see I like to read, like, I read this already. I had this ready to go, like, bookmarked, yada yada. So he's saying 1 per season. I would like that, personally, but I also gotta look at it as, like, this game needs to try to keep a consistent player base and appeal to casuals. And doing so as a MOBA has already been very difficult for the game. You look at the player counts and yada yada, and you can just tell, like, it's kind of starting to struggle. Not like Breaker's struggle, but it's not as good as it could be. Oh, excuse me. Especially for a Dragon Ball game. But 1 Saiyan, that would be ballsy. But I would not be opposed if next season, you know, your 1 Saiyan is, let's just say Goku Black. I mean, you're technically not a Saiyan. Yeah, and you're technically not a person. Shut up. Like, Rose Goku Black, Janemba, and Tien. Right? Like, banger. Genuine banger of a season. And yeah, I've seen this a lot. It's almost like this is Dragon Ball where Saiyans are like 90% of the most popular characters. Is that true? Yes. You have to drop Saiyans. That is what appeals. Like, there's a reason why Dokkan on Legends, when a big celebration rolls around, we're not busting out, you know, Demon King Piccolo. Hell, we're not even busting out Perfect Cell. We're busting out Blue Vegito. We're busting out UI Goku. We're busting out Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, that's how this works. That's what works. That's what makes money. That's what appeals to people. That's what brings them in. And that's completely fine, you know. Like, I know I've been very, like, anti-Saiyan. Like, I've been called Frieza multiple times, both on Twitter and on Discord, which is kind of funny. But I like these characters. You know, like, I like Goku. I am a Dragon Ball fan. I don't like Gohan, but whatever. I like these characters. But when it's the same, like, when it's basically just the same thing over and over again, that's tiring. That's tiring, that's exhausting, and that's boring. It's stale. But they better do a full human update. Definitely not, because, I mean, At this point, like, who would the third human be? Like, Tao Pai Pai would be cool? They ain't doing that shit, bro. Like, I do think Tien and Yamcha could genuinely be together in a season, but that third character would have to be, like, a fucking monster. Like, it would have to be, like, Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta or something. And I don't think that would be good. And even slightly, no, they would never do that. They have to have at least one Saiyan or they ain't going to earn the revenue there. Now, that's about full human. Honestly, I think even 2 would be, like, not great. Given their release schedule, you got to keep in mind, their release schedule is, like, 3 characters across 3 months. Like, if we look, when was the last Squadra Talk Season 3? When was this? 2 months ago. Here, let me get the exact date. Which I know, then it comes out a few days, yada yada. I want the exact date. Do they have it? Yeah. January 9th, 2026. It is March 15th right now. And we have had, from the time of this video being published to right now, 3 characters. 3 characters. So, and that's why, like, you saw 0 content on me for this season, because, like, I just don't care. Like, yeah, I like Vegito, I like Bardock, I like Kefla. I'm not super fans of any of the characters, but, like, I like them. Which, granted, the meta was also super unhealthy, I would argue, especially once Bardock rolled around. And then Kefla, like, kind of just furthered the grave. But that's why there's been nothing, because I just didn't care. I didn't care about the characters. So, that's a big problem with the game, is just the release schedule has not been good, given the lack of, like, variety. So, now we get in TN2, Gota's coming. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, like, for Saiyan Day, yeah. I don't disagree, right? Like, for Saiyan Day, yeah, sure. 3 Saiyans, whatever. If, again, I'll pull this up, like, let's say this top 3, Season 4, God Goku, God Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Or, I guess that's not a pure Saiyan, so let's say fucking, I mean, Super Gogeta. Or, well, no, let's say Wrath Broly. Okay, so that's a 3 for Season 4 in this hypothetical environment. I am okay with that if, instead of Super Saiyan Bardock, we got Majin and Ku. If instead of Ultimate Gohan, well, okay, I'll put my Gohan bias aside because he did need another Gohan in the game. Instead of Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, we got Tien. Right, like that's, you need to have a hills and valleys type thing. You need to appeal to all of your fans. Because now even the people like Slow, now granted, I don't know much about Slow, like do I follow Slow? I don't know if I follow Slow. No, I don't. Like, I don't keep up with Slow. So, no disrespect. I'm not trying to, like, misrepresent or anything. But to me, he strikes me as more of, like, a casual... Not casual, but, like... How do I put that? Like, a hype moments and aura type fan. Right? Like, kind of like nanogenic, which, again, not being disrespectful, that's not a bad thing. You know, there are different fans of different characters. My favorite character is Piccolo. That doesn't mean I'm better than someone whose favorite character is Goku or Gogeta, right? Like... It is what it is. But if you have, like, a very sizable part of your player base, because, like, these are the 2 I bookmarked and then got some replies for, yada yada, but, like, there's definitely a lot more than just me, like, talking to my friends, yada yada. If you have so many people in your player base, you're like, okay, we need to chill on the Super Saiyans. We need to chill on the Super Saiyans. And I've been on this tangent a while, and I'm sorry, I did say this would be, like, a more positive video, but I'm almost saying this as, like, a positive, because, like, this season didn't do that, right? Like, we got Kid Buu. We got something different. So, I'm very excited for this season. I do plan on making content for it. I don't know if I'll, like, do all 3, like, yada yada, like, you know, maybe I'll do the God Goku showcase. I'm like, yeah, kind of not feeling this, whatever. I'll still play a bit in my own time, but I don't know if I'll, like, full-on make like, because I was grinding this shit out before. The game needs to be fun, and the meta needs to be fun. That is, like, the main takeaway here. Everything I'm seeing so far with the new characters, how they look, like the new skins, the new cosmetics, all that, mwah, chef's kiss. Like, beautiful. Especially, like, I can't get over, do I still have it pulled up? I don't. Like, the God Goku skin, oh my god. Like, let me get a screenshot that has this shit, bro. Oh, this is the last Squadra. Never mind. Never fucking mind, dude. I'm an idiot. But, yeah. Point being, I'm excited. So, that's gonna be all for this video. This is, like, again, another one of those, like, more just me talking for fucking probably, like, 45 minutes at this point. I don't know how long we've been going. Been going for a while. So, if you're still here, shout out to you. I will at least make content on God Goku. Again, gonna see how it rolls, how the meta feels, yada yada, if I want to keep going. But that's gonna be off this video. I will see you guys when Season 4 drops.